Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to use PSTypeName for custom object types in PowerShell. So in this video you will learn how to use PSTypeName to assign custom types to objects in PowerShell. This basically allows you to control how objects behave and how they are displayed. So let's at the beginning create an object with a type name. How can we do it? We are creating it in the same way like a normal object, so we have to specify the name. Now we have to, in the bracket, specify the PSCustomObject, because we are creating an object like this. And now we have to do add operator, and now we have to do the braces. Now we have to specify PSTypeName, as I said at the beginning of the video, and we can call it, for example, myapp.user, like this. So this is the name of my PSTypeName. We can print also at the name. For example, it will be, I don't know, maybe Alice, and the age, for example, of 30. We can close the braces, and we can print it right now. As you can see, this looks like a normal custom object, but we can do something like this with it. We can call the type names, and in the type names you will see that it is actually working. So object.typeNames, and as you can see, we have two default type names, and we have this type name that we added here. It is myapp.user. And now, why type names matters? Because with type names allow you to apply custom formattings, for example, add default properties and extend behavior. We can add a default property with a Update-TypeData, and we can do it like this. So Update-TypeData, you have the command right there because I tested it before, and now we will call it by type name. We don't have to use our object variable name, so we don't have to use user. We can call it by type name, and now again myapp.user, we can to close that, and now default display property set, and now we have to specify the name and the age, like this. With presenter, I have a mistake because I forgot to add y right there. As you can see, it should be property set, and now it is working. And now if we call it, we can, in this case it doesn't really matter because the output is clean right there, but if you have more complicated custom object, it will look better, because now only these properties will be shown by default. And now I will show you how to add script properties in an advanced way. So let's say that we have this object, and we can extend the object without modifying it directly by Update-TypeData, and we will add a method that check if our user is adult or not. So if the user has 18 years old or not. We will do something like this. So Update-TypeData minus type name again. We will close this. We will use this myapp.user, and now we have to specify the member type of our method, so it will be ScriptProperty, like this. We have to add a name of the method, so a member name, it will be isAdult, for example, and now we have to specify the value that will be in the braces above, and we will return this .age greater than 18. What we are checking, basically we are plugging age right there, and if it is true, if it is above 18 we are returning true, and if it's not, we are returning false. So it is working like that, and we can close that. Now we can check it. So user that is adult, and as you can see, my user is adult. It is true. So when to use PSTypeName? You can use PSTypeName when you want consistent object formatting, when you build reusable data models, and you extend built-in or custom objects. That's all in this video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one.